Hey everyone, welcome back to Adam and Anna podcast. I'm Adam, I'm here with Anna. Today we're talking about, well, daily routines, how we start our mornings, what we do during the day, and how we wind down at night. Anna, you ready?
Absolutely. I love this topic. It's so practical, and honestly, it's one of the first things you talk about when you're learning a new language. So, Adam, let's start with you. What's your morning like?
All right, so I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I'm not really a morning person, but I try to get up early. First thing, I brush my teeth. Can't skip that. And then I take a quick shower. After that, I get dressed and make a simple breakfast. Usually just toast and coffee. Nothing fancy, but it gets me going.
That sounds pretty efficient. I wish I could get up that early, but I'm more of a 7 a.m. person. I always start with a glass of water, and then I go for a short walk. It's, something I picked up when I started podcasting, actually. I realized I needed a bit of quiet before the day gets busy. After my walk, I shower and get ready for the day.
I like that. I've tried the morning walk thing, but I always end up just staring at my coffee. Do you eat breakfast right after?
Oh, always. I love breakfast, usually eggs or oatmeal, and I drink green tea. I know, very British of me, but I just like how it feels. I think having a routine in the morning helps me feel, I don't know, more in control of the day. Did you always have a routine, Adam?
Not really. I used to just roll out of bed and rush to work, but I realized I was always stressed. Now, even just those few steps, brushing my teeth, making toast, it kind of sets the tone. I think routines are important, even if they're simple.
Yeah, I totally agree. I used to think mornings were just for getting ready as fast as possible, but now I actually enjoy the quiet. It's funny, I learned to appreciate that when I started podcasting. I needed that calm before talking to, well, all of you out there.
So, after the morning, it's time for work. I work from home, which is nice, but it also means I have to be strict with my schedule. I start work at 9 a.m. I just sit at my desk, open my laptop, and check my emails first. Then, I get into my tasks for the day.
That sounds pretty organized. I actually have to commute, so I leave home around 8:30 a.m. I take the train, and I usually listen to music or a podcast, sometimes our own, which is a bit weird, but helpful. I get to the office, work all day, and then I'm back home by 6 p.m. if the trains are on time. Which, let's be honest, is not always the case.
Yeah, I don't miss commuting, but working from home has its own challenges. I have to remind myself to take breaks. I usually take lunch around 1 p.m. Just something simple, like rice and veggies or a sandwich. I think it's important to have those little breaks, otherwise the day just blurs together.
Definitely. And for our listeners, if you want to talk about your workday in English, there are some really useful phrases, like, I start work at, or I take a break at, or even, I finish work at. They're simple, but they help you explain your day clearly.
Yeah, and you can mix it up. Like, I work from home, or I go to the office, or I have lunch at. It's all about building those sentences so you can talk about your routine. And honestly, it's a good way to practice small talk too.
Exactly. People love to ask about your day, especially when you're meeting someone new. So even if it feels basic, it's super useful. And, don't worry if you make mistakes. I still mess up sometimes, like, I always say I leave work at 6, but sometimes it's more like 6:30. Life happens, right?
So, after work, it's time to relax. For me, I usually listen to music or go for a walk after dinner. It helps me clear my head. Then, around 10:30, I get ready for bed. I try not to stay up too late, but sometimes I get caught up in a playlist or something.
I know what you mean. I usually watch a show or read a book in the evening. Sometimes I call my family, or if I'm feeling social, I'll go out with friends. but I try to be in bed before 11 p.m. Good sleep is like my secret weapon for a good day.
Yeah, sleep is underrated. And for our listeners, here are some simple phrases you can use to talk about your evening. I relax by, or I go to bed at, or I watch TV before bed. Stuff like that. It's all about making it easy to share your routine.
Oh, and actually, I wanted to mention, last week we got a comment from a listener in Brazil who shared their evening routine. They said they light a candle and write in a journal before bed. I tried it, and honestly, it was so calming. So, thank you for that idea. It's cool how we can all learn from each other's routines.
That's awesome. I might try that too. And if you want to practice, try writing your routine in English. Even just a few sentences, like, I eat dinner at 7, or I go for a walk after work. It's simple, but it helps a lot.
Yeah, and if you want, share your routine with us in the comments. We love reading them, and you might inspire someone else, like that listener inspired me.
All right, I think that's it for today's episode. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Remember, the best way to learn is to practice a little every day.
Couldn't agree more. We'll be back soon with more easy English conversations. Adam, thanks for chatting, as always.
Thank you, Anna. And thanks to everyone listening. Follow, like, and subscribe to the Adam and Anna podcast. See you next time.
Bye for now.